Welcome back, it's your fourth favorite Panda, and I know what you're thinking. Yes, it has been a while. I figured I'd mark the return by doing something a little different. During this wonderful pandemic, I, like many of you, needed a way to occupy my time. While much of it did involve drinking, some of it was rediscovering games from the past few years. This little gem is called Ark Survival Evolved, or at the moment, Ark Excellent Adventure for the whole Easter holiday bit. Developed by Studio Wildcard, I got hooked on it because of the Unreal Engine. More on that in a moment. So what are we doing today? Well, today we are doing a Drunken Dinosaur hunt, a suggestion from a friend. It's where I slam back a bit of tequila and, well, hunt dinosaurs. But first, a few details on how the game works. The basic premise is you are a human that is washed up on an island with nothing. The ultimate goal is survival. There are a few islands to choose from, each with unique environments and in some cases unique creatures. Some content does require purchasing, while some of it is free to download. You also have the option of creating a mostly random procedurally generated island based on a few select inputs. I mean quite a few. You can also modify some of the rules of the game to make progression easy or difficult. I will be tweaking a few settings in order to blitz through for the purpose of entertaining you today. So, let's get to it. Right, so here we are. Here's my bird, Archie. Very, very colorful little girl. So pretty. I like her. There's a corpse of a dinosaur that we killed just a moment ago. Two of them, actually. My tranquilizer gun. Love that thing. Trusty pistol. And we are locked, loaded, and ready to go hunt. So, onward. Now, one thing I do want to point out, as I mentioned, the game is built on the Unreal Engine. The latest version of it has got to be one of the most remarkable pieces of digital technology I've seen in ever. I mean, just look at what it can do. Just look at it. I've turned down the settings for the purpose of this recording, and it still looks remarkable. I mean, you can see the fish in the water. Look, fish. And just look at the feathering on Archie, the lighting. I mean, you can tell the sun is still coming up. The way the trees, I mean, the thinner, younger trees are swaying in the wind, while the older, more robust ones are staying fairly still. The sun rising as the screen's getting brighter. The way that it's casting shadows on the individual feathers. I mean, just so much detail. So much. So remarkable. This game is hands down one of the best examples of what the Unreal Engine can do. And we're going to completely skip over the wetlands. We're going to fly through this redwood forest as we try to get to the other side, where I know there is plenty of stuff to hunt. So let's dive in. I mean, I can't get over how remarkable the detail is. And I've turned the details down. I mean, just look at the shadowing, the lighting, the way it all hits the feathers on, like the individual feathers on Archie. Just, my God. I swear I spent half the time playing this just marveling. It's so pretty. Okay, so that giant metal thing in the background back there, that is called an Ark, which is kind of where the game gets its name from. That is a piece of alien technology that is responsible basically for creating everything that's happening here on the island. There are 3 of them on this particular island, and you can access them eventually. I've not been able to. when you do access them, they allow you to create special pieces of technology, and they can also throw you into some special boss fights. I have not gotten to that point, so I can't show you any of that. And what I'm doing now is trying to find a spot for Archie to land to recover some of his stamina, or her stamina. I'll get my pronouns right, I swear. Let's go in for a landing. This spot looks safe. What is that blue thing? What is that? Is that a monkey? It's a little chimp. We're gonna kill a little chimp. Hey. Good girl. I love my birdie. And there's a Dimorphodon, or I can't remember the exact name. There, it's annoying. It's annoying, that's what it is. Speaking of annoyances, terror bird. Those things are D-bags. They will attack relentlessly until either it kills you or you kill it. They are bullies. They sometimes hunt in pairs. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go in for the kill. I didn't want to kill the parasaur, but oh well. Alright, so, landing. Right, yes, I need energy. And hello. We've got a tech dinosaur. Now, these guys are few and far between. They are rare. And we're gonna get this little guy out of the way first, because they are annoying. Alright, so, the tech dinosaurs, they are few and far between. And when you do find them, you want to take them out pretty much immediately because they have valuable resources on them. Or you can tame them. They look cool. At night they actually do light up. I don't want one right now. I want all of its goodies. And, oh, shoot. Good girl. Took out her dragonflies. I hate dragonflies. Insects. There are a few different types of insects in the game, and all of them are annoying. Most common ones, dragonflies and ants. There are flying ants, and I really hate the flying ants. I'll grab some metal and fly away. Alright, so at some point I'm going to have to build a camp, because we're going to be collecting a lot of resources as we're hunting dinosaurs. And I kind of like this location up here, up around this peninsula. It's a fairly flat piece of land once we get all the rocks cleared out. Plenty of dinosaurs like to hang around here. Like I said, plenty of resources. We're by a river. It's easy to find. So even if I get lost, all I gotta do is follow the river, look for the giant volcano, and I can make it back home. As you can see, it is raining now, and weather does have a huge effect on gameplay. At the very least, on visibility. You get into the areas where it's snowing, it can actually kill you. Hypothermia. Good times. Alright, just over this ridge here, we're going to find more dinosaurs to kill. Hopefully bigger game. Alright, we've made it over the ridge, scouted the area, and now let's take out some dinosaurs. I'm going to let Archie do all the work today. There we go, the raptor. Where's our next prey? There we are. Dilophosaurs, or as they're better known, the spitters from Jurassic Park. They do spit in this game, they do blind you, temporarily. Let's see what else we can find. Troodon. Those have a venom that will actually put you to sleep after a little while. else we got? More spitters. I'm gonna avoid the big guy for now. Yeah. Alright. There's a Carnotaurus. If you think T-Rexes have short arms, those things are tiny. We're gonna leave the Bronto looking thing alone. And let's go off to this loot box. See what we have today. And we've got blueprints for a door and a water jar. We'll save those for later. We can go ahead and bump up Archie's carrying capacity here, because we're going to pick up a few more things. Seriously, just look at the coloring. Oh my god. Okay, so you just saw Archie poop. Poop is a very important part of this game. It is used to fertilize crops. You can grow food. The food can either be used directly for consumption, or you can use it for making different chemical compounds and dyes. But we're not going to get into the crop building. I like what they're doing with this whole Easter thing with the pastel colors. It just helps everything stand out so well. And let's knock out this raptor. There we go. Oh. Those things throw poop. Let's see what it's attacking. I did not want to kill that. Is what it is. I think we've killed enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to return back to that little peninsula we were at earlier. We're going to go ahead and start establishing a base camp and go through all the materials that we just picked up with Archie. Just look at that scenery. Seriously, I can't get over it. Even with how long I've been playing this, I just cannot get over how amazing it looks. Even with the detail turned down. Alright, so we got a few dinosaurs to clear out here. First, we're going to show up this Carnotaurus, since they are jerks. And he was being picked on by Compsognathus. So, as I mentioned earlier, I think I did, each of the creatures have kind of unique behaviors based on what we presume we know, or what we actually know in some cases about some of these animals. Like the Compsognathus, we assume because of their size were pack hunters. And what was that? That was a micro raptor. Stupid ants. Flying ants. I hate the bugs. Also means there's ground ants somewhere. See if we can find those. So yeah, Compsognathus were presumed to be pack hunters. Speaking of pack hunters, hyenas. Not necessarily hunters, scavengers, of course. They were trying to eat some of the corpses that were nearby. They do travel in packs, and occasionally they will try to hunt. Just depending on how ballsy they're feeling. Otherwise, first sign of a threat, they'll run. Alright, let's see what else we got up here. There's a bear. Ooh. Now, bears, just like in real life for the most part, if you leave them alone, if they have no incentive to come after you, they're not going to come after you. Yeah, they just don't like to be messed with. So, what we're going to do is we're going to give this stuck hyena a hand. And go ahead and eat its corpse before something else shows up. And we're going to take out this bear. There we go. Because it has pelt. And I like furry things. Alright, I think we've cleared out enough of the animals in the area. So we should be fine to go ahead and land and start building up a camp. At this point, I'm going to call it done on the hunting, and I'm just going to go ahead and start building here. So I'm going to gather resources, build a little hut, and we will probably do another hunt later on. But for now, like I said, I'm just going to clear this out, and we will do another video later. On that note, if you've got ideas, suggestions, topics that you would like covered or are just curious about, I am more than happy to answer any kind of questions. I am looking for any kind of incentive to keep doing these videos, hopefully to keep me distracted, because by being distracted, I'm not drinking. So you can give me a hand, and I will try to keep you entertained in the process. In the meantime, as pretty much everyone else on YouTube says, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope everyone has a wonderful whatever time of day you're in. Thank you.